Well, Dan, a common pattern in our culture is to blame our addictions on the system or on a trauma that we may have experienced. We're victims, so we have no choice, we believe. They are to blame. It is to blame. Now, trauma is very painful and not something we can easily get over. But identifying as the victim is buying into this don't choose rule. Now, here's a way to work through a situation to regain your power to choose. Here's a diagram that I found helpful to understand what's going on inside us with our thinking, our emotions, and our choices. So, when an experience happens, a series of questions instinctively pop up in our mind. The first one is, what just happened? And then very quickly after that one, why did that happen? Quickly followed by, what does that mean? And now this is where we begin to interpret what happened. The next question is, what have I learned? And that's when interpretation gels into a belief. And then from this belief comes choices with the question, what does this mean going forward? You know, that series of questions can happen in a microsecond, or it can develop over a long time. But this cycle of experience and interpretation and belief is what comprises what we would call a narrative or a story. And strong emotions get attached to these stories, which cement the belief. And it's out of these stories that we interpret life and we make choices. And over a lifetime, we accumulate hundreds of these experiences, these stories, and they become a data bank of story beliefs from which we make our choices. Now, notice that in reality, it's not the experience that shapes us, it's the interpretation that shapes us.